Caution on the racetrack. The 14 of Clint Boyer involved. Also the 41 of Kurt Busch. Hard damage to the front of that car.
Got one coming outside.
He's up against the wall. It'll be difficult for him to climb out if he can't get that car away from the wall.
I don't see no fire or nothing, but get on out.
Let's take a look at what just happened.
See Clint Boyer off the corner, gets loose. Eric Jones is underneath him. Big impact. He's around the 14th position. Going back across the racetrack, right in front.
Yeah, the 41 of Kurt Busch. Casey Kane determining the restart. Once he enters the restart zone, he gets a shove behind him. Green flag back in the air. Caution's going to come out. They're wrecking behind him. Eric Almirola, Ryan Blaney. Look at all the damage to the 15. Ray Gaulding involved in the 55.
This wreck is because you're coming green-white checkered, and everybody knows if you push the guy in front of you, it's going to make that line go faster. And this is pushing gone wrong. Just everybody's pushing long straightaways. Everybody wants to be the first line into turn one.
And it's hard to reference, but it looks like Casey Kane chooses to wait to the end of the restart zone. Now, he can absolutely do that. He can fire the race anytime in start that zone. But the problem when you wait is everyone's trying to anticipate. So they roll up on you. So here you'll see the zone, and it looks to me like the 5 chooses not to go. So as Brad starts to accelerate right here as they get close to the zone, the 5 waits.
And look at the gap behind the 95 and behind the 20. That's what all these people are trying to do. They're trying to time when to go and when to make that push happen. All those timings don't happen right. We end up with this bunched up group.
Getting crowded up there at the front right now with the 42. Oh,
Whoa,
trouble. Big
crash. Danica Patrick and Joey Logano
and
Eric Almirola.
Holy smoly.
Heavy damage there on Danica.
Those cars are killed.
And Almirola piling in at the last second and going up in the air. Patrick
Danica's
quickly out of her car.
Oh, man, it looked like the 22 just got loose.
I think that,
Man,
what a
ride that Danica went on.
Danica took a heck of a ride into the wall, and then the 43 just plowed in there.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. I think he committed to the outside.
Oh, there he goes. Here we go.
Oh, upside
down.
Side.
Well, AJ, that was a humdinger.
Yes, it was, and that's there he is. Hope he's all right. I see him moving around in there. I don't think there's any issue with him.
Yeah, you just can't push on the left side of that rear bumper.
Well, you just can't keep pushing. He got into the 24 and just kept on pushing. But, Mike, I'm telling you, I started my first race here in 1972. This was what I worried about. 1970, 45 years ago, and here we are. The 24 here, he's pushing him, and he just gets over to the left-hand side here, and you can't push over there.
He even got him himself. He was, it wasn't that was intentional. He was just trying to push and help, but it actually even got A.J. Allmendinger turned around also.
Wow, look at
big
Danica.
impact by Danica into that inside wall.
Heck of a lick.
Didn't that happen to her at Daytona? Get hard where a wall jutted out like that.
Now, see, I think Chase Elliott was already had his hands full prior to that. He was trying to get it gathered up, and then A.J. came off his rear bumper and then made contact with him again. Also, Logano went for
Casey down the back straightaway. Cars get a little bit loose and crazy as they get the end of the back straightaway.
I mean, do they think it's 10 to go?
Trouble. Here we go. Here we go.
Jimmy Johnson got turned, and they piled
48. I mean, the whole crowd. There's a 10.
Wow.
Lord have mercy. There you go.
5th caution flag of the day. 7-time series champ Johnson. Clint Boyer is in it. There's Jimmy's Chevrolet up, and he's climbing out. Now watch Jimmy Johnson outside, second row.
Oh, they got four wide. What happened was the one car, he snuck to the outside of the 48 getting into turn 3, and the 6 tried to go to the inside. Just not enough room to make it 4 wide right there.
And Mike, I know you won't. The cars are the most difficult to hang on to at the end of that back straightaway.
McMurray's got a big run off of turn 2, giving him a nice shove down the back straightaway. You see the momentum going forward. Now, look.
Now get it rolling here if you can. Got KO'd.
And the big one happens at Daytona. Kyle Busch goes around in front of 3 or 4 other cars, collecting them, and the caution comes out again.
We are closing into the end of this stage, just inside 10 to go. The momentum was kind of building. Everybody was trying to work their way to the front. You see Martin Truex Jr. leaving the scene. Heavy damage on the 78. The 18 was the first car around for sure, Rick.
Austin Dillon caught up in it. He can't even see over the hood. It has collapsed up to the windshield. Martin Truex Jr. damage. Again, the new rule. You cannot add any body parts to the car on pit road. Take a look at what happened.
And follow along Kyle Busch. Little wiggle right there. I think he had a problem. That thing just turned around on him right in front of the field. So look at all the big impacts, all the smoke. I didn't see any contact before he went around. I saw him wiggle, and then the car turned around sideways.
Well, in front of the field was the key. This is the fear when it comes to Daytona. The accident in the middle of the pack. You have to be committed. You have to be wide open. Look how fast that happened. Joey Logano, a hard impact into Kyle Busch. You see the 42 of Kyle Larson, the 78 of Martin Truex Jr.
Oh, Kyle Busch slides, and does the 78. They both go up into the wall through turn 1. Caution comes out.
Lock her down. We're done. KO'd.
Fighting for the spot. The 18 got loose up high. The 78 was loose down low. 78 split up and hit the 18. They both go around. Big flames underneath the hood of Martin Truex Jr.'s car. He jumps out of it. They have fire suppression.